Right then, everybody. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Pilates. We are starting on hands and knees. And if you can do a couple of big hip circles in one direction, and then do a couple of big hip circles in the other direction. And then repeat that again. 2 circles one direction, and 2 circles the other direction. Good, and then level your hips. Turn your right fingers to point out. And if you can turn them another quarter turn, turn your fingers to point to your knee. And then shift your weight back and forwards to stretch into your right wrist. Try to keep the heel of your hand on the floor. One more. And then turn your hand back round again so the fingers point forwards. Turn your left fingers to point out and turn them again another quarter turn so they point back to your knee, and then shift your weight back and forwards. You don't have to go far back to feel a stretch through your forearm and into your wrist. And then release, palm faces forwards, taking it a bit deeper. Flip your right hand so that back of your hand is on the floor and your fingers are pointing to your knee. The thumb is pointing inwards. I'm going to turn around for this. And then you're going to try and straighten your right arm by lifting the shoulder and giving your arm space to straighten. Then the inner right elbow crease is going to try and turn forwards. Yeah. So if you look down, the inner crease of your elbow trying to turn forwards. If you've managed that and you want to take a deeper stretch, lean back a tiny amount. It won't take much to feel a deeper stretch. Release, gently circle that wrist. And then place that hand carefully down, fingers all spread. Flip the back of your left hand to the floor. We want to try and get the back of the hand to touch the ground the best you can. Then the shoulder lifts to give your arm space to straighten. And then the inner crease of your elbow tries to turn forwards. All of these are small movements. Do them slowly so you can feel it in your body. And then if you can, a tiny lean back. And again, it will be barely anything. I can feel there's a lot more resistance in my left arm than my right. And I'm left-handed, so you might feel your dominant side is the one that's a bit tighter. And then release and give that wrist a careful little movement round. Then we're coming off our hands and dropping to forearms. Straighten your right leg out behind with the toes tucked on the floor. Shift your weight back into the heel and forwards. Shift back, pushing through the heel and forwards. A couple more, back and forwards, back and forwards. And then on your right hand, so come up onto your right hand so your right side is higher. Lift your right leg and swing it round so it's directly out to the side of you, foot flat to the floor. And then again, try and get back down onto your forearm. Press your inner right thigh toward the floor and the hips feel like they're slightly leaning over toward the left, just a little bit. Inner right thigh pressing down, so we're stretching through the inner leg. Keeping the foot flat to the floor, we're going to try threading the needle in this position. So if you come up onto straight arms with your left hand wide on the mat, open your right arm as you inhale. Thread your right arm through, bending at the left elbow to get a bit closer to the floor. Inhale as you open. When you bend the left elbow, check that the forearm stays vertical. Inhale, open. Now, I'm getting quite low to the floor, but you don't have to get all the way to the ground. It's a bit harder when we've got the leg out to the side, so it depends how much your leg is resisting this. One more. Inhale, open, and then place your hands down flat to the floor. Bring that knee in, lower to your forearms, straighten your left leg out behind, toes tucked and push back and forwards through the ankle joint. Okay, and then your left hand on the floor, so you get a little bit of height in that left side, so you can lift the left leg and swing it round directly out to your left side, and then lower back onto your forearm. If it's too deep, you just stay on straight arms. See how my left hip's a bit higher at the moment? I'm going to pull my pelvis slightly toward the right and press the inner left thigh down to try and feel like the back of the pelvis is more level. Sinking into the inner left thigh and leaning just a tiny amount. I'm not even leaning really, I'm just letting my weight sink more across to the right. Then we try threading the needle with the leg out to the side. So right hand on the outside of the right side of the mat, left arm opens, inhale. Exhale, thread through, bend your right elbow but keep the forearm vertical. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. One more, it's building a little strength through the arm and really releasing the pelvis. Open your arm and then bring your hand back to the floor, bring the leg in. Let's go onto both forearms again and we will go to a forearm plank this time. So the legs stretch back one at a time. Once your legs are out straight, the hips lower a bit more so they're level with your chest. And if you want a lighter version, knees touch the ground, toes can point to ceiling. Gaze between your thumbs. Press the ground with your forearms, but try not to lose your chest, which would look something like that. So I'm going to push the ground through the forearms, but feel the chest is able to stretch forwards a little and the belly muscles on strongly. Keep a steady breath. Two more. Lower your hips and come to spine extension in Sphinx. Reach your legs out, stretch them further back. As you come to Sphinx, push through the pubic bone and let your spine elevate in an upward arc that continues out through the crown of your head. If you want to take that a little deeper, press slightly into your hands and float the forearms off the ground, shoulders pressed down. Lower all the way to the floor and sit back to child's pose. Let's just have our head resting on our hands for now. And reach for a block or something, if you've got something, and put it in front of you on its high setting, a couple of feet back from the front of your mat. Or I don't know what a couple of feet looks like, maybe that's about 1.5 feet perhaps. Downward facing dog, forget about the block for now. Stretch your hips up and back. Can your arms press longer? Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Soften your knees, pull belly to spine and stack your spine up vertebra by vertebra until you end up standing. Shoulders roll back. I'm turning to face you, you don't need to turn. Do you need to see my head? No, not really, so I'll just leave it like it is. So we'll have a little balance here. Lift the right heel off the floor, turn your right knee out so the heel touches your inner left leg. Put your hands on your hips and feel like the muscles of your pelvis are pulling in narrower, the muscles of your waist pulling in narrower. If you can bring your foot up a bit higher, inner thigh or inner calf, then do. And then extend your arms straight up to the ceiling, keeping your arms parallel as they reach up. And the left inner thigh continues to try and spread out wide to the side. Try and maintain your balance as your knee comes in front of you and your arms come in front of you. Place the ball of your foot back down onto the floor. Open your right arm and turn your chest round to the right. And notice the right knee will swing out with you and the right hip will roll back. So bring your knee forwards and send your hip forwards in the direction of the knee. So you're twisting just through the upper body. Try lifting your right knee, catch hold of it with your left hand. So now you're in a more balanced twist. And see if your standing leg can press straighter. So the thigh bone pushing more confidently into the back of the leg. Arms forwards, foot and arms come down. First side complete. Turn your other knee out. Heel resting on inner ankle. Narrow and lift. Then choose your alternative leg position if you want to come up higher in the balance. Arms extend up. Shoulders soften down, but putting energy up through your arms nevertheless. Gently engaged in our core so that we don't end up in a big back arch, but our waistline feels neatly connected into centre. Maybe the inner thigh presses wider out toward the knee. Knee in front, arms in front. Take the ball of your foot to the floor. Open your left arm and turn and feel how your left knee and your left hip will want to swing out with you. So keep your upper body twisting, but send your left hip and knee forwards a bit more. Then lift the leg, catch hold with your right hand, continuing to twist. Push your standing leg firmly back. Arms in front and release down. And I always like, after a strong balance like that, to shake. Shake it all out. Get a little bit of looseness into the body. Okay, we're going to use that block now for some push-ups and come into upper body work. Just take your arms out in front of you. Try and have your hands in line with your chest rather than in line with your shoulders. Bend your elbows toward the sides of your body. So it will look like that rather than like that. Push your arms forwards again in line with your chest. Do that one more time. Arms by the sides of your body, tucked in, and then pushing forwards. That's what we're aiming for with our push-ups. Look at the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop chin to chest. Roll down through your spine from the upper spine, working your way down. Walk your hands forwards so that they are just past the block. Heel of the hands in line with the front edge of the block. You're in plank position. If you're like me, you might want the knees to the floor, toes to ceiling. Bend your arms. Remember the position we're aiming for. Arms coming by the sides of the body and push back up again. If the block's stopping you from going far enough, then you can turn it flatter. Down and up. You can, of course, have knees on or off the floor. 2 more. Keep your body weight over your arms. 1. Walk back, hands towards feet. Pull your belly in, roll your spine up. Let's do that again. This time we're going to aim for 10 push-ups. Inhale, tall. Exhale, chin to chest. Head bows, chest bows. Bend deep at the waist. Pelvis tips. Walk forwards. Get into your prime push-up position. And bend. 10. 9. Inhale down, exhale up. Watch out for any sagging hips. Try not to let your waist or your hips dip into what would look more like that. Yeah, so pull in, hug the ribs in. 4, 3, 2. Siri thought I said Siri then. 1. Push back to child's pose. Stretch your arms in front. And then hands into shark position. Tricep stretch. Fingers behind the back of the neck. extend your arms. Straighten your legs, stay in a forward bend. Take your hands behind your lower back, interlacing them, and try straightening your arms. They'll lift off your back perhaps and up and over. Release your head. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and more toward the knuckles as your arms come over further. And then bend your knees, lower your arms and your bottom down, come to sitting. By all means, sit on a block, a cushion or a chair. Bring all your 10 fingertips together. Touch your thumbs to the top of your breastbone. Touch your index fingers to the centre of your chin. Relax your elbows. Sit tall, inhale. Twist to your right as you exhale, staying tall. Inhale, centre. Twist to your left as you exhale. Inhale, centre. Exhale, twist. Inhale, centre. Exhale, twist. Keep going. Your hands are acting like a brace that keeps your chin and chest aligned. Now double exhale, so you twist and exhale a bit more, twist deeper. Inhale, centre. Exhale, twist. Exhale a bit more, twist a bit more. Inhale, centre. Really feel like someone's holding your rib cage and pressing your rib cage round, rather than turning so your legs turn to get further. Your pelvis, your legs aren't moving, another each way. You're twisting because you're rotating the spine. Last time. Centre, cross your arms over your chest, and if you want to be even and balanced in your body, try crossing your legs the other way. Take a little side bend, whichever direction you go, and then come up to centre. Nice and simple little side bends. Inhale up, exhale side. Inhale up, exhale side. Inhale, cross your arms the other way, exhale side. Notice if you're just taking your head side to side. Try and, I know you can't see yourself and sometimes it's hard to know. Well, maybe you can see yourself, but try and keep your head even between your shoulders so it doesn't become head dropping. This is our last dip. And then up to centre. Take your block, if you've got one, out to your right side. And then take your left arm out, lower down onto your right forearm on the block. Lift your left arm up by your left ear. Push your forearm into the block so that your left hip pushes down more as your left arm reaches up nice and long. Hip down, arm up. Find space. Keep that sense of extension. Keep pressing down into your left sit bone and then arc forwards over your right thigh. As you arc forwards over your right thigh, feel your waistline trying to pull back slightly. Come all the way up. How nice is that? Switch the cross of your legs, other side. Take your right arm out, drop onto your left forearm, and then up and over with your arm by your ear. Then we want to feel really heavy down in that right hip, down in that right side of the pelvis, like it's trying to drop away from your arm reach. Breathe it more open. The breath can offer us so much more than just keeping us alive. Look to your left thigh and reach your right arm up and over, stretching out, arcing. And again, the waistline pulling back just a tiny amount. It's not even pulling back, it's just that it's not coming forwards. You want to feel the waistline is reluctant to move, so it's drawing back slightly as you reach forwards. All the way back up, little shoulder roll. And then a little shake out through the arms. Block can go aside. Come onto your sit bones. Lean back on your sit bones and lift your feet up. Hug the belly in and extend your arms, so you're now holding this position arm free from your core. We're going to lightly hold onto the legs, but not to hold ourselves there, just to balance, and straighten out your right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten out the left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, keeping the balance just on the back edge of your sit bones. One more each leg. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Let's try double extension and then double bend. Straighten your left leg forwards rather than up in the air, just reach it out. Both hands come onto your right leg. Roll down onto your lower back. As you come down onto your back, pull the right leg in and push the shin against your hands and hold it there. Scoop your belly in, but keep the tailbone long on the floor, so we're not trying to curl the bottom up off the ground. Good, and as you pull in but push away with the leg, let that create a circuitry that taps into your core. Tap your core, it should feel really strong and firm. We're double exhaling. So inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Arms pull the leg, leg pushes to hands. So there's a double, we're creating that circuit again. Each time the leg comes in, it's pushing into your hands. Think belly to work belly, one more each leg. Keep the left leg in, interlace your hands behind your chest. Twist to the left leg, twist a bit more, lifting more of the right rib cage. Inhale as you switch the legs. Exhale, twist to the right leg. Exhale, lift a bit more. Inhale, switch. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Slow breath. Another each side. To center, both legs bent, both hands to both legs. Hold the legs, pull up a little bit more with your chest. Touch your legs, double straight leg extension. Extend both arms and legs. Circle your arms round, straight leg, double leg stretch, sorry. Extend and round. We want to extend the legs, but hug back and in through the waist and make sure that the head and the chest don't move anywhere. When your arms lift, we're not letting the head and chest fall back. For 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Head down, butterfly stretch. Butterfly arms, butterfly legs, double butterfly. Full body stretch, long and straight. Wriggle out. Maybe a block front of your head. I'm just going to use my folded jumper. Roll onto your side to face the screen. Bend both knees up in front. Toes point forwards. Fingers point forwards. Spine long. Top hand reaches forwards beyond the bottom hand, so it's like you're trying to get your armpit to touch the bottom arm. And then bend your top elbow and open the arm out behind. Bend your arm, come back forwards again, reaching as far as you can. Maybe armpit coming toward that bottom arm. And then pull in, open out. 2 more of those. Reach, lengthen, pull in, open, exhale forwards. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale forwards. Reach your top arm all the way up by your ear. Straighten your top leg into like a lying on your side banana stretch. Try lifting your waist slightly up off the floor and long through your arm and top leg. If you're not feeling much there, I'm not. I'm going to take it a step further, prop up onto your forearm. This bottom leg is just going to come under a bit more and then lift off the floor for the same banana stretch. You're going to try and push the hips up, arc up. Keep your foot as flat to the floor as you can. We're spinning this round to sitting on our bottom, coming into a twist. So the bent leg stays bent. As you come onto both sit bones, step the bent leg foot across to the outside of your knee and twist. So it's my left leg, so my right arm wraps round. So it's opposite arm wrapped round the opposite leg. Come to centre, little twist the other way. Come to centre, bend both legs in front of you, arms in front, scoop forwards. When I say scoop forwards, I mean reach, but pull back with your spine as you reach forwards with your head, arms and upper back. Pull back through your waist. Start rolling back onto your back, pulling back through your waist. So when you come down, hands rest on your hips. We're going to step the feet away in 3 steps. We go 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Stepping in. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Stepping out, 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 out. Stepping in, 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 in. Go again. 3 steps out, 3 steps in. I'm hugging my belly in and back, and I'm checking that I'm staying connected in my abdominal muscles. Go to the middle step, so you're stepping away to the middle step with your feet, so they're not too close to your bottom. Inner knees touch, straighten your right leg, point your right foot, the knees are still touching. Keep the waistline hugging back, but the lower back long. Arms float back, keep your arms hovering about level with your nose. 3, 2, try not to let the ribs flare. 1. Take that foot to the floor, straighten the other leg, foot pointed. Front ribs are pressing down toward the back ribs to try and prevent them from escaping. 2, 1. Foot down, arms down, turn onto your other side, knees bend in front, head on your little cushion. Spine long, as if a wall has pushed itself up against your back. Top hand reaches forwards, far along the floor as you can. Bend your elbow and pull wide. Inhale. Exhale forwards. Inhale, open. One more. Arm over in line with your ear. Top leg straight. Lift your waist. This is the shape we want. If it's not enough, prop up onto forearm, bottom leg under, press and lift. Roll on your bottom, keep the bottom leg bent as you spin round onto both sit bones, step your foot across, twisting, opposite arm wrapping around your bent leg. Back round to centre, baby twist the other way. Back round to centre, how are we for time? Ooh, I reckon we can manage to get this last one in. Legs in front, arms in front, waist stays where it is, arc your spine forwards. Feel like all the air underneath this arc is trying to plump itself up a little, so it pushes into your belly, pushes up into your ribs, pushes up into your arms, and you're still trying to reach over. Pull back through your waist, Look at your legs as you go down. We're coming into the 100. Your legs can 1, lift 1 leg, or 2, lift 2 legs. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your lower back touching the floor. If you're on a single leg, you're going to switch it over after 5 breaths. In, sniff, out, blow. Single leg people, switch the other leg, so you'll have 1 leg up and 1 leg down. One more breath. Relax, arms overhead. Wriggle it out. Yummy, yummy. Feet wide, bending the legs, arms wide. Knees sway to the right, look left. Knees sway to the left, look right. Knees sway to the right. Right foot onto outer left knee. If it's too much, take it back off. Come up into centre, hands behind the back of the left leg, figure 4, stretch. Use your right elbow to press your inner right thigh away a little. Left foot down wide, right foot down wide. Drop your knees to the left, look out to the right. And if you want the extra, then put your left foot on your outer right knee. Come back up to centre, hold the back of the right leg, figure 4. Left elbow might be able to reach and push on the inside of the left thigh this time. Think of a coat hanger across your shoulders, across your collarbones, so it presses you nice and wide across your chest. And release. Take both arms and legs up in the air, give them a loose shake out. And think, what is your position of comfort to rest in for the last minute? I'm going to go back to knock-kneed position. If you want to take any other position, that's fine. And just relax. Sometimes a 1 minute rest can hold so much healing power if we can let ourselves drop into that quickly. A quick dive beneath the surface of whatever's going on around you, in your life, in the world. Drop away from the surface. Drop deep into the benefits of what you've just stirred up within you. And then both knees come into your chest, squeeze in. You can rock up to sitting or roll to your side. Sorry for such a short relaxation there. Feel free to lie down for a bit longer. And I'll see you for next class. Thank you, everybody. Well done.